Vera Kisliak lived in fear every day as a result of her husband's violent threats, including a menacing threat to slice her head off, a neighbor told the Chicago Sun-Times on Monday. Natasha Kuzmenko spoke hours after Buffalo Grove police announced that Vera Kisliak's husband, Andrei Kisliak, murdered her, their 2 daughters, and his mother before committing suicide last week at their $1 million home in the northern suburbs. Vera Kisliak's relationship with her husband spiraled out of control in July, when the couple filed for divorce, according to Kuzmenko. She described Vera Kisliak as an involved mother, noting that their children played together and that they talked almost every day. There were a lot of creepy stories, she said, about how he would threaten her, what he would say, like, he would slice her up and all kinds of disturbing things. However, there was no physical abuse. Unfortunately, every time she called the police, they told her there wasn't much they could do. She needed an order of protection because they couldn't do anything because all of the abuse was mental. Last Wednesday, the Kisliaks were discovered inside their home in the 2800 block of Acacia Terrace, where officers discovered a horrific crime scene after forcing their way inside. Police were initially called to check on Vera Kisliak's well-being. The news shocked a neighborhood full of mansions and well-kept lawns. One neighbor remembered Vera Kisliak as a really good mom, and Amilia and her sister were known to be happy and cheerful children, according to the superintendent of Amilia School District. Police refused to say whether they suspected Andrei Kisliak of murdering his family and then himself for several days. However, BUDS issued a statement on Monday stating that based on evidence collected at the scene, information obtained by investigators, and the Lake County Coroner's examination, the preliminary investigation indicates Andrei Kisliak, 39 years old, is responsible for the homicides of Amilia Kisliak, 4 years old, Vivian Kisliak, 6 years old, Vera Kisliak, 36 years old, and Lillia Kisliak, 4 years old. It appears Andrei then inflicted wounds on himself and died as a result of those wounds, according to the statement. Our community is in mourning, and I hope these findings help us find some closure as we process this terrible tragedy. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, Andrei Kisliak harassed and threatened his wife for months after filing for divorce. Despite a judge's warning, she agreed to let him return to their home at the beginning of last month. According to a friend of the couple, Andrei Kisliak was a successful house flipper, buying, renovating, and reselling homes, and Vera was his real estate agent, though court filings show she was working as a secretary and Andrei had stopped working. Andrei Kisliak was born in Belarus, met Vera through friends, and visited her a half-dozen times before they married in Minsk, according to a friend of the Kisliaks. According to court records, Andrei Kisliak's mother moved into the house this fall to help care for the children. The couple divorced in July, and subsequent filings by Vera Kisliak's attorney paint a bleak picture of Andrei's erratic, threatening behavior. Andrei Kisliak was a drug addict who had been barred from the house after Vera filed for a protective order in August. He was arrested in September for violating that order and, according to Vera, once threatened to kill her and her relatives in Belarus and Poland. Andrei Kisliak filed a motion to withdraw his divorce petition in October, acting as his own attorney after his first 2 lawyers dropped him. Under Vera Kisliak's counter-petition, the divorce proceedings were to continue, but at a November 1 hearing, the couple agreed that Andrei could return to the house. The couple had a divorce hearing the morning before they were discovered dead. Kuzmenko has started an online fundraiser to cover Vera Kisliak's and her daughter's funeral and burial expenses. The GoFundMe campaign has already raised more than $64,000, but Kuzmenko says she has a nagging sense of regret. "I wish I could have done more when she really needed it," she said.